Hi everyone and welcome to another very quick video. Today I wanted to talk about fountain pen revolution. I've got a pen review coming up where I compare a few of the different options from fountain pen revolution, and I thought today I'd just quickly show this. Now, I love blue black inks, so I got the fountain pen revolution blue black just to try it out, and because I ordered this and a couple of other things, I got the little pen that they throw in, the little eyedropper one. I wanted to show both of these for a couple of different reasons. Firstly, I love blue black inks. Anyone who has been following this channel or my Instagram feed knows that blue blacks are one of my favourite inks, and this I think is a really nice one. Not super wet, it performs relatively well on all the paper I've tried it on so far. I'm about to see it on Rhodia here. We'll do a little swab and all that sort of thing, but it's a really nice blue black that dries slightly darker grey than the colour suggests when it's wet. But yeah, as you know, when you order over a certain amount on Fountain Pen Revolution, you get one of these little pens thrown in, and I've got a few of these now, and I don't use them often, but when I do, I don't actually don't mind them. I don't eyedropper many pens, and as you can see, this is an eyedropper pen, and it's nice to sort of use, like I've got it inked up with this ink at the moment, the blue black, because you get to know an ink pretty well, because it's not a super wet nib, so you're not going to get tons and tons of ink on the page, but yeah, it allows you to sort of see how it works with quite an ink capacity. But I wanted to show you something. Now, these are obviously very cheaply made pens. When you buy them, I think they're $7 American. And when you order past a certain amount, you get them for nothing. But as I think you might be able to see here already, this is the ink chamber where it's drilled out, and it's not centered within the pen. So where it comes to here, there's very little plastic. I'm not sure how well that's being picked up. I'll see if I can get it to, there you go. Like, I'll just turn the pen around and you can sort of start to see, I'll get some ink in there. Turn the pen around and you can start to see just how uneven that ink chamber actually is. It's actually sort of funny. It doesn't affect the working of the pen at all. I just think it's funny. So let's have a look at this this ink. Just very, very quickly here. So we've got the fountain pen Revolution. They do great work over there. I bought from them several times, lots of different pens, and they all work pretty well. As you'll see in the video that's coming out in a couple of weeks' time, I'm comparing the Flex nibs and a couple of the models of pen, the Ultra Flex being relatively new, so keep an eye out for that. But here we have the ink. This is in the, and this is, I think, fine nib. As just for the pen, you can hear it's not super smooth. There is a bit of feedback there, but it lays down a nice amount of ink, and with the ink capacity it has, it's a handy little pen to have on side. Like it reminds me a little bit of like the Noodler's Charlie or something like that, that comes with some of the bigger bottles of ink, or used to at least. Yeah, it's just a nice little everyday working pen. But this ink is really quite nice. As you can see, it sort of has a nice sort of relatively sort of rich blue, dark blue sort of colour, and then you can see where it started to dry. It's got a slightly grey blue black. It's a really nice blue black ink, really. Let's do a little swab of it, and then I'll do a swab of a couple of other blue blacks just so we get a really nice little comparison of a few. So this is the Fountain Pen Revolution blue black. And I'm back. We had a slight little technical difficulty there getting the lid off one of these bottles. This is Lamy blue black. I just put the bottles just there so we get it. Remember which is which. And then here we have the Diamine 1864 blue black, which is one of my absolute favourites. So as you can see, the 1864 blue black is closer to, I'll just maybe a little bit more to frame there, is a little bit closer to a true blue black, whereas the FBR one is a little lighter but has a nice sort of grey tone, and then I think the Lamy blue black is a little bit sort of washed out but has some nice sort of darker rich tones in there as well. So yeah, let's just now that they're sort of on the page, let's just have a quick look at how this performed through the paper. Now obviously when we lay down the swab we're going to get a bit of ink coming through. That's to be totally expected. But so yeah, Fountain Pen Revolution came through a little bit there. Lamy came through, and the Diamine didn't really come through. But the Diamine is a beautiful performing ink. But with the writing part of it, really nothing came through. There's a couple of spots occasionally, but really not too bad. And that's a pretty wet little nib there as well. So not a bad ink, not bad, especially considering the price, and especially considering as it's not a major ink manufacturer either. So yeah, when you get an order, chuck one of those on, get one of these if you go over the amount. Handy to have around, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. Please feel free to get in touch with me using any of the platforms listed below, and find me on Instagram at @the_offstage_me. I'd love to hear from you and see what you're up to over there. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you later.